this for a while because I got another recorder, so I've been using this other Zoom Q3. So on these live videos, I just think the live is kind of cool. I'm just using my webcam on my computer, so it's not as clear. The video is not as clear as my other videos, but actually the mic, and I'm just using a $50 CAD computer mic, I'm getting a pretty good sound. But hey, this just recently came in because I was really curious about these. This is the new Recording KIng Torrified Top Dread, and it's a solid top, and it's Adirondack, which is called the slow growth, red spruce, which is very magical, very orchestral. I've always liked it. But when they do this aging process, which many guitar companies are starting to use this torrified Adirondack wood, they go a special process where they take the moisture out, they put some moisture in. It's pretty involved. I don't know all the steps, but they spend time aging the top in a very scientific way where the wood takes on those properties of more like an older vintage aged piece of wood. And I'll tell you, man, it works. This thing sounds amazing. And this is the Dreadnought. Like I said, this is the RD, looks like RD T16 or I16. It's a little hard to read. But I just recently got this, and it's a brand new guitar. As you can see, the back is gorgeous too. It's got some very, very nice looking striped mahogany, solid Adirondack top, very orchestral wood. I do have it tuned a little bit low right now because I actually like the way it sounds, to be honest with you. But I just want you to hear this. And this guitar has not even been played, not even 20 minutes, and it sounds this good. So yeah, this is pretty impressive stuff. I mean, I was curious about this because I wanted to see if it was just hype or it was really, they're onto something here and they're onto something. It really makes them sound good. This a quick demo, but yeah, these are really nice. It kind of reminds me of an old 50s Martin D18 I used to own. It was worth a lot of money. Yeah, these are cool. Kind of reminds me like a really nice old vintage Martin D18, but with a little more balls, but still the same sweetness. sell this guitar for 400 bucks. I can play this guitar all day, as you can probably tell. Hear that growl? Great sustain, man. I'm just using, like I said, I'm using a $50 mic. And you probably can't see it very well, but the torrified process makes the top look really cool. And this particular one has really nice soaking patterns that go across this way, which are the real fine, thin lines that go across a solid top. When you see a top that has really nice, thin lines like that, not just, kind of that are varied in size and whatnot, that means it's a really good species of wood. It's going to age really well. This is a really nice top on this one. It just looks gorgeous. You can see all the different kind of soaking patterns like this, and the kind of nice wide thick grain, and a good piece of wood. And the back is really beautiful wood as well. So yeah, this is and it kind of reminds me a little bit of some of the vibe and sound of the old made in the 70s, made in Japan Alvarez guitars, but with a little more meat to the tone. Still the good overtones and stuff, but a little bit more meat. These are really nice. So if you're interested, call me 714-548-0385, or you can email me. But yeah, it's a nice now that I put this down, I can play it all day. All right, take care. Email me, Steve Zook, the number 7 at yahoo.com, or 714-548-0385, or polkzoo at gmail.com. For samples of the guitar ladder system, I need people to call me now, because I'm just getting too many people emailing me, and I'm sending free stuff. And you don't have to buy, that's fine, but I need to keep track of you guys, and I just want to at least touch bases with you so you understand the opportunity. You can take it or not take it. But when people call, I can really better explain the benefits of the guitar ladder system, and why it's a good value, and I can ask you about your playing and what you're doing and what you have done and what you've studied and some of your goals. I can get a good feel for if we're a good fit or not, and that's important for both of us. So it's really a good idea if you want samples. If you really want to make progress on your guitar, the guitar ladder system there's nothing like it on the planet. Over 240 studies, the secret Horace Hatchet files. You learn the 10 systems of improvisation. You learn how to wake up your musical ear, wake up your musical mind in a very simple, organic guitar, very innovative, thinking outside the box system, which really I've come up with a way to kind of feed and seed your subconscious mind that bypasses all the left brain analytical bullshit, because learning art's different than something else. It's different. It doesn't have to be step by step by step. We present the information to your subconscious mind in a way where you learn the musical sentences, you learn the language, the color, the tension, the groups of colors, and how to use them of music, and it turns on a light switch, and it will wake up the composer within. It really works, folks. I've said this a million times, but it's my students that really prompted me to put the guitar ladder system together. It was a lot of work, because my students were having absolute quantum leaps, and they were just like, man, you need to do something. So yeah, for samples, polkzoo at gmail.com, but I prefer you call. I may not even hand out samples anymore unless you call. So it's, you know, if you need to come up with a time, we can email me, we'll come up with it. But there's no pressure for you to buy. I'm not like that at all. I just want to understand what you've done, what your goals are. I need to ask you a few questions. You can ask me a few questions, and we can see if we're a good fit. But seriously, folks, the Guitar Ladder system is like getting thousands of dollars of innovative, simple-to-use guitar instruction material for $2.99. And right now, somebody gave me a grant, and I still have some of that left, so they can chip in the $100. You get it for $1.99. It's a 10-year membership. You can get it done in a couple years, but really the best thing is not to rush. It's really important. This is real guitar. This is learning real music. And the chord, I have single note studies as well, but the chordal studies are very musical, and you're going to learn about all the things like diatonic improvisation, chromatic, modal, symmetries, contrary motion, intervallic, all that stuff. But you learn it in a very organic fashion. You learn it by experiencing it, by playing it, and you're going to learn the language of music. There's also some very cool single note studies, but the Guitar Ladder system works, folks. I actually sold one a while back to a guy that has a master's degree in music. It's a true story. He has a master's degree in music, but he never learned how to improvise. He said he was kind of stuck in a box because traditional teaching methods do not really, they haven't really progressed, is what I'm trying to say. My teaching method is all my own, but it kind of goes back to the way I was taught when I took from Joe Pass. Although he wasn't the most verbal guy in the world, he used to talk about things like simplify your thinking, and he used to talk about like hearing groups of chords and things like that, as well as when I studied with Horace Hatchett, who taught Howard Roberts how to play. Howard Roberts went on to form Musicians Institute in North Hollywood, but Horace Hatchett, who I studied with 3 or 4 times, was his teacher. So this is all my own material, but Horace felt the same way. It's by doing a tremendous amount of chordal work and chordal improvisation that's beautiful, and it teaches you. It learns to, you open up your musical ear and you open up your musical mind. It really works. I got something really powerful here, folks, for $1.99. It is absolutely just a massive off the charts value. It would be a good deal at $500 for $1,000, but to be honest about it, that's why I'm selling so many. That's why I've sold over 4,000, because it's $1.99, and people can tell I'm the real deal. If you want to hear some of my music, go to stevezook1.bandcamp.com. Yeah, stevezook1 and then .bandcamp.com. You can hear my original stuff. If you want to read the review of my original CD Transporter that I did with my co-producer Ian Keane, who's a great guitar player and a great engineer producer, we really had fun. If you want to hear or read the review of that, go to vintageguitar.com and just in the search put in Steve Zook. I'm very proud to be there. Last time I looked at my CD review, right up above was a picture of Pat Metheny and some things he's doing. That was pretty cool. But anyway, I'm the real deal, folks. If you want to get unstuck, if you really want to make a quantum leap with your music, if you want to learn the language of music, if you want to learn about tension and resolution and color and how to improvise all up and down your neck, not just in one style, by the way. This is to wake up the creativity within, to wake up the composer within, and nothing feels better than to create your own music. So I think I'll rest my case. Take care. Bye-bye.